Hey guys, this is my 96 Ford Econoline van. It's a E-350 and I'm going to show you guys how to replace the front sway bar. Be sure to wear some safety glasses and let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, this sway bar mount has been bent. And see where it's been hitting the spring also. And this sway bar is very rusty. Nothing right here seems to be, hit or bent. This bolt and stuff, so I'm not sure how this got bent in like that. But another interesting thing is if we go back here, the left I-beam mount, one of the rivets is gone and it's kind of bent a little bit, but I'm going to take care of this later when I remove these I-beams. If you have any rust, the first thing you're going to want to do is spray a lot of PB Blaster on the other side of these bolts. And you don't necessarily have to take the front bumper off. I'm just doing a lot of work on this van, but you could probably get in through these holes and spray them pretty good. All right, now let's try to remove the bolts. And wow, these things are not rusted on at all. I kind of expected that they would be, and I'd have to heat them up. I guess that PB Blaster really works, especially if you start putting it on nights before. All right, let's try to zip it off. All right, so obviously you can't really get a socket up on that one. So let's use a wrench. And these are 15 millimeters, by the way. All right, now it'll lower down and hopefully it'll mostly just pull right out. So it looks like we can get that side, but this side, the steering is getting in the way. So let's try to jack the van up on this side. There we go, we got it, just barely. We'll come out, oh, there we go. And there's the sway bar. Guys, this one is pretty darn rusty. The center's not too bad, but it's mainly the sides. So what I did is went to the junkyard. I found one that basically has no rust at all. And I'm just gonna take the old one back to get a core price. All right, now I want to install the sway bar and install new bushings. And eventually I'm gonna clean this up and paint it, but I just kind of want to be able to drive the van around for now because I have to wait till summer until I can do a lot of painting under the front. But anyways, I bought a little DORMAN sway bar bushing bracket kit, and this thing's pretty cool because it comes with pretty much everything. It comes with the new brackets, which are perfect because mine were rusty and the one on the passenger side was bent. And it comes with the new sway bar bushings, and it even comes with all new bolts. It comes with the bushings that go into I-beams, and I've actually already installed one of those just so I could figure it out. But here is the old sway bar bushing. As you can see, it's all worn out. It was just kind of rattling around in there. Because originally I thought you just remove the rubber piece in here, but it's actually the entire metal sleeve that we need to remove. It's kind of like a different little bushing setup, and you can see the back of that sleeve. It just needs to be pressed out to the front. And originally I was using a little press kit, and I cut some threaded rod with some nuts and this little cup and stuff like that. And one of these things, and I tried to press it, and it wasn't going anywhere. It was actually super fast and easy with my air hammer. Just had this regular chisel on here, and this is the other side. But basically I just folded two of the edges in until it had a nice place to hit it from the back, and it just popped right out. It's actually way easier than I thought it would be. This new kind of rubbery plastic piece basically replaces this entire metal sleeved portion. See these little lugs kind of grab onto the back. Once it's in there, yeah, it's definitely not going to come out very easily, especially because the sway bar only, puts force up and down. I love an air hammer. It's like a little mini jackhammer. But anyways, this is the new bushing on the other side. And here's the one that we just pressed out. All right, time to insert the new bushing. Normally I'd probably use like a silicone kind of grease to lubricate this to push it in, and also, you know, keep it from rusting in that bore as much as possible. But since I'm going to be, you know, removing all this stuff and repainting it, I don't want to use any silicone, so I just got this rubber care, silicone free, and I'll go ahead and spray the bushing down really good. More the merrier, and also spray some in that bore, and we can go ahead and start to insert it, and it kind of gets stuck on those lugs, and we got to push past that. I just got this kind of big socket, 1/2 inch adapter on my air hammer, and we'll go ahead and try to hammer it in. And I'm not really able to get it past the lugs with the air hammer. So that's the hardest part, is to push that in there. All right, so I just got these little blocks on there, and the threaded rod is probably a little long. Shorten it. They fit better on the other side. I have one over here, and we'll just tighten these down, and hopefully it'll pull the bushing past these little lugs. Yeah, it's all nice and flush. And then you can see those lugs in the back, and you can feel them. They're pushed all the way through. And here's the other side. And unfortunately, my jack stands are in the way of where the sway bar would go. So I'm gonna have to put my tires back on my wheels and put it back on the ground before we... Okay, van is back on the ground, so let's go ahead and install this sway bar. These bushings, remove the bracket. I'll spray some of this rubber care stuff on here. Muscle it on there. A lot easier when it's lubricated. Stick this bracket on, and we'll be sure to go ahead and lubricate the part that inserts into the I-beams. I got both of the bushings on. They're super easy, and I got a little rubber mallet just in case we have to hammer it in a little bit. And all the new bolts, I put some anti-seize on, mainly because I'm going to be taking this back off to do all the underside. Okay, so I had some trouble trying to insert these, and the hammer wasn't working because there's not really enough space here. So I just put some ratcheting straps on each side of the I-beam. And let's see. It's starting to work. You kind of just wiggle them around. Kind of go back and forth, and I guess I'd rather have them, you know, a little too tight than too loose. That actually is working quite well. All right, we appear to be over the target. That's the fun part, getting all this lined up. All right, make sure to thread both of them in by hand. Yeah, definitely don't tighten anything up until they're all threaded. Okie dokie, we got them all threaded in. Now we can go ahead and snug them up. I would do a little at a time on each side. So I'll just finish snugging up these bolts. And I don't have an actual torque spec with me right now, but if I find it, I will put it in for the comment section. Nice and snug. Anyways, guys, we're all done, and that is how you overhaul the sway bar and all the bushings for it on a Ford E-350. And keep in mind, there's like 2 sizes of sway bars. This is the bigger one, but you might want to measure your sway bar just to make sure it's the right size before you order the kit. But I hope this video was helpful and had some good tips for you guys. But anyways, it's like 17 degrees out here, and I'm gonna head inside. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.